Start the countdown. Well, that was fun, guys. Thanks for giving us a taste of New York that we're all sorely missing.
Thank you. Nice to
be
see
with you.
Yeah, good to see you again. I want to start out. I got a couple of questions on the ReactTex 2.0 side, because you showed ReactTex last market. You're up at 2.0 pretty quickly, but product is out in the market now, right?
Sure, it is. Look, we had an amazing launch. We showed it about a year ago, a little bit prior to that, to some of our key customers, and we've got some great partners out there that launched the product in 2020, and kind of given the circumstances of a really tough year that we all know that we're going through. I mean, we've just had some amazing results. I think from the video that you just saw, and for those that have experienced the product, and really you do have to experience ReactTex, because it pulls your body heat away and it stores it away from your body, and it keeps it away. So it's just not a cool to touch. But it's I've been doing this quite a while, and there's been a lot of cooling technologies that I've seen, and nothing is close to this. So that's really why the success has happened this year. We've got, like I said, great retail partners, and in different industries, not only in textiles, but in mattresses. And we're kind of adding to it with ReactTex 2.0. And Taylor, maybe you could talk a little bit more.
Yeah, I think it's just a really exciting time. We did that Zoomcast on our consumer research not that long ago with you, Jennifer.
Yep.
And, I think some interesting stats there. Nothing is more important than value, comfort, and cooling. In particular, cooling here, which we're solving with ReactTex 2.0. And I think the big thing there, is, this is a new build, new kind of proprietary arrangement of the technology to really help increase the total cooling duration. And we're really excited to bring that to the marketplace. And that's not that the old ReactTex version 1.0 is going away either. We're really excited there. Like Chris mentioned, it's been out in the market with a few customers, and we're really excited to bring ReactTex in all forms to across all lines of business in 2021 in January.
Well, I mean, ReactTex itself already pretty cutting edge, and I know some things you're going to keep under wraps a little bit, but what's the difference between generation 1 and 2.0?
I think that's a great question. So it has to do with the system itself. So we get a lot of questions from buyers like, well, is it in the fabric, or is it in the foam, or is it in the fill? And I think that's the typical question when you're asked about a cooling thing in our space, right? It's usually in the textile or the fill, and that's just not how ReactTex works. It's an entire system. It works together to move heat energy, and obviously the cooling version, moving heat energy away from the body for a continuous extended amount of time. So we're really pleased with ReactTex 2.0. It provides extended cooling duration, on version 1.0, and again, not to say that 1.0 is not already something cutting edge. It truly is something. And like Chris said, we've seen a lot of cooling technologies, and ReactTex 1.0 is by far the best we've ever seen. And so 2.0 is going to be even bigger, better, and faster.
Okay. Well, let's talk a little bit about wellness, because Soft-Tex was on wellness well before COVID bugaboo started swirling around the world. And now you kind of amplified that presentation as health and wellness. How do you see that playing at retail?
Yeah, so it's a great question, Jennifer. So this market, we've really focused on bringing extending just wellness to health and wellness, and encapsulating that under our Sensorpedic national brand. We've had sub-themes of wellness that we talked about in the video, beauty overnight, rest and restore, and fresh and clean. And really, that's where our research shows, key interest in the market. Beauty is such a huge industry. I think, as we showed in the video, we have products that feature a hyaluronic acid. So that's, something you'd have to be under a rock not to have heard of that in the beauty space. So we're really excited to be bringing that into the home textile and bedding space. As we've said, I think in a previous Zoomcast, you spend a third of your life sleeping, so you might as well get more beautiful as you do so, right? The other themes, I think rest and restore is an interesting one. This market, we've shown some scents before, and this market, we have scents that have clinical trials behind them that are proven to provide a higher quality of sleep, or when surveyed, of the participants. And I think also, instead of a single scent, these are blends. So that's an exciting innovation as well. And from a fresh and clean standpoint, I think that's a really hot topic. A lot of buzzwords, antimicrobial, antiviral that we're seeing out there. We're excited. We recently extended our partnership with Thomson Research Associates and Ultrafresh, and also have some new solutions that we're introducing this market with the natural active anti-allergen, and a natural antimicrobial that's linseed oil derived.
So Chris, how do you see this setting at retail? Do you have some visions of how these products can merchandise out?
Yeah, and it's a great question. It's a challenge of this market and last that the merchants and retailers have not been able to physically see a lot of things. And so, I'm actually an old retailer myself, and we think about how these will set up on the floors and how to tell stories. And I think that we've looked at these and categorized them, as Taylor said, of beauty overnight, rest and restore, and fresh and clean, and really, grouped packaging, grouped themed and grouped setups. And so I see these, if you're looking for something in 2021 and, Q1, 2, 3, or 4, however you're looking at it, as drop-ins and stories, whether it's a wing wall or an aisle setup or something at the front of your department, to make sure that there's something new that's coming. Hopefully we've done some of the heavy lifting for you with coming up with these storytelling ideas. And that's the way I see these playing out in the next year.
And I think also with the research piece, that's why we're extending it to health and wellness. Like, it's so important right now, in light of COVID and just generally, consumers are prioritizing that, in their lives and, in all aspects. So we're really excited to bring that, to our space.
Can we talk about charisma for a moment? Because you've had the charisma brand, you're expanding upon it. How are you positioning that brand?
So for us, charisma is a luxury brand. We're very excited to have launched a collection of domestic-made pillows and toppers that are made out of our Waterford, New York factory in Q2. It's live at a number of retailers, Macy's, Kohl's, Bloomingdale's, a number of places. And we're really excited to be bringing some new items that we talked about in the video, really extending our collection. We have the license for memory foam, bedding items, and protectors. So it's a luxury brand, and we think it really rounds out, our assortment.
Okay.
I think what's the other thing that's important there is, Soft-Tex has always been known for quality and high quality and great marketing and being a great partner. But Charisma is, we're so many commodity items out there that are very similar. You know, we took a lot of energy and effort of making sure that the product matched the brand, and the brand has always been for a long time a better brand with better quality, soft and luxurious. And the products that we're making, we pay close attention to having kind of a cut above, and still being great retails, but we think that that's additive to a retailer's assortment right now, making sure that you've got some things that are just a little bit nicer.
Yeah, in addition to the product quality, I would also add the packaging and e-com image assets and enhanced content that we've made absolutely falls in line there too. Like really thoughtful creation of the aesthetic to align with the brand. And I think that, you know, it really differentiates the product in what can be a sea of white in our assortment, you know, with some pops of color and, you know, signature patterns and logos.
Can we talk about innovation for a moment? I mean, that's always a big theme for you guys. What's the latest?
So we're really excited. You know, Soft-Tex is really coming to the forefront as an innovation leader in our space. I'm really excited about Sensor Dough. So that's our new doughy foam formulation. You know, weighted yet soft and cushiony, a very like responsive feel. And I know it's so sad that we don't have a pillow for you to feel right now, but we're really excited about it. It's going to be the next generation of our foam. You know, we've shown a few people, and you know, they're always like, you know, this is what foam is supposed to feel like, and it's great.
Okay, well, one more thing before everybody gets back to their appointments, and that is at-home products. Seems to be very much in the wheelhouse of what's going on in the country today. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Sure. You know, I think as you watched the video, you saw how we're presenting it and how we're showing it. Look, On the Go is a brand for us that really centers around travel and solutions, and their shapes, and those always aren't on the go, right? You don't have to travel to use maybe a U-neck pillow or a knee pillow. But what we're seeing, and I think it's kind of obvious, is that we're all sitting at home, and I'm working from my home, and Jennifer, you're working from your home, and many people are watching from their home now. How do you accommodate, and how do you, I guess, commercialize and capitalize on the fact that people need solutions for their desk or for their TV or for their kitchen table or their bedroom where they're working. And so we're looking at the collection as at home and on the go solutions, and tailoring some products that really tell the story, once again, telling a story about really making someone's life a little bit better while they're sitting at home. Could be as simple as a mini pillow that works well when you're sitting on a sofa with a laptop watching TV. And so we have a broad assortment of products that we think are going to be even more important in 2021.
I would echo that, and you know, we've long had travel accessories, but we really worked on innovating on new shapes. You know, we have a tablet wedge that's very exciting for the at-home use. So kind of a merging of these two categories, because really, you know, things that maybe people think that, oh, this is a travel product, really have some really nice at-home solutions as well. And then obviously we're developing, like I mentioned, the tablet wedge, a purely, you know, great for sitting on the couch, and, you know, an at-home first solution.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's a lot of stuff, a lot of innovation, a lot of new products, and again, a lot of fun just kind of having that tour around the city and hearing about all the new stuff you guys have coming out. Chris and Taylor, I want to thank you so much for sharing with us, and I hope the rest of your market goes well.
Thank you, Jennifer.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.